You arrive here because something inside you knows the life you want is possible. Not someday, not after another checklist, possible now. In the next minutes, you'll learn a clear, repeatable assumption law routine that helps you feel, act, and live as if your desired life already exists. This isn't wishful thinking, it's skillful alignment. I'll show you practical steps, real words you can say, and simple daily anchors you can begin today so you no longer wait for permission to be the life you imagine. Stay with me. This begins with how you hold one small belief. Assumption. Law asks you to inhabit an inner truth, assume the feeling of the fulfilled state, and let that feeling shape what you attract. Think of it like tuning an instrument. If you play in tune, the world around you starts to harmonize. If you live from the end feeling and acting as if your daily choices, energy, and attention begin to create matching evidence. This video will break that into steps so you can practice, test, and refine until it becomes natural. You won't need perfect faith. You'll practice reliable tools. Ready to learn the how? Let's move deeper into the principles that make this work. By the end of this journey, you'll have a simple morning anchor to start your day in alignment, a 10-minute imagination routine to rehearse the feeling of your desire, micro actions that signal to life that you belong in that reality, and ways to register evidence so your confidence grows. I'll guide you with language to say, posture to hold, and journaling prompts that convert emotion into momentum. This is the practical assumption law routine. No fluff, just steps you can repeat. Now we'll step under the surface and see the unseen mechanics that make the routine so powerful. Imagine your feelings as the tuning peg of a grand instrument. Your emotional tone sets a frequency that draws corresponding experiences. When you habitually feel lack, your attention scans for lack and mounts evidence. When you adopt the feeling of already having, your nervous system relaxes into presence and your actions begin to sync with that reality. This isn't denial, it's recalibration. You are not pretending your life is perfect. You're choosing to operate from the completed version of your intention so your outside can catch up. Keep listening. We'll translate this into practical steps next. The world gives you feedback constantly. Confirmation can be quiet, a chance email, a supportive conversation, a small synchronicity. One of the most important skills is to notice these confirmations and register them as proof. When you collect proof, your inner state strengthens and the world responds with larger confirmations. So part of the routine is not only to assume, but to become a collector of evidence. We'll practice a quick exercise to help you notice and record these signs so that doubt dissolves into momentum. Ready to try that exercise? Let's prepare the tools. Doubt is not the enemy. It is a signal to pause, not to stop. When doubt appears, treat it like a weather report. Notice it, label it, and continue with your practiced feeling. Use tiny reassurances, a single remembered confirmation, a breath, a posture that matches your desired life. What matters is persistence, not perfection. The routine I'll give you includes micro resets for doubt so you can move forward even when the mind protests. Next, we put these principles into a repeatable daily routine you can actually keep. Begin each morning with 5 anchoring breaths. Sit upright, place your hand over your heart, and inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold for 2, exhale for 6. With each in-breath, imagine drawing in the feeling of your fulfilled desire, warmth, ease, gratitude. As you breathe out, whisper to yourself a simple present tense phrase like, I live this life now. This anchors the body and nervous system to the assumed state and sets a tone for the day. Now we add the imagination rehearsal that makes the assumption vivid. Find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and create a 10-minute scene in your mind where you are living the desired reality. Engage all senses. What are you wearing? What does the air smell like? Who is with you? What sound fills the room? Spend the first 3 minutes settling into the sensory environment, the next 4 living the feeling, joy, accomplishment, calm, and the last 3 registering small details that count as evidence. End by smiling quietly and saying a phrase like, "Thank you for showing me this is mine." This rehearsal trains your nervous system. We'll add micro actions to carry the feeling into your day. Pick 2 tiny actions that align with your assumed life and perform them throughout your day. If your desire is to be creative, spend 10 focused minutes sketching or writing as your fulfilled self would. If it's financial ease, take a single, tidy step like reviewing a budget calmly and with gratitude. These micro actions send signals to the world and to yourself. You belong there. They also create small evidence points you can later register. We'll also talk about a short evening practice that stitches the day into belief. Before bed, do a 5-minute revision. Close your eyes and replay the best moments of your day as if they were happening to the person who already has the desire. Notice moments of alignment and record one piece of evidence in your notebook. If nothing obvious occurred, record a subtle proof, a friendly interaction, a solved problem, a spontaneous idea. This builds a proof bank. Over time, these small deposits compound into unshakable confidence. Next, we'll address common pitfalls and how to adjust the practice for real-world life. The most powerful shift is when the routine stops being a task and becomes who you are. That happens when the feeling of the end is no longer something you reach for, but the baseline from which you operate. Your days will feel different, calmer, clearer, more directed. You will notice opportunities earlier and make choices from confidence rather than fear. Remember, transformation is incremental. Celebrate small signs, keep practicing the anchors and the rehearse register loop until it feels natural. Now, a few quick answers to common obstacles you might encounter. If your energy slips, shorten the rehearsal rather than skipping it. If doubt blocks you, read your evidence list aloud until the feeling returns. If life gets busy, carry a one-line anchor in your pocket. I live this now, and say it under your breath before meetings. Adapt this routine to your rhythm. The technique is forgiving. The only real failure is stopping altogether. Small consistency wins beat occasional intensity. Now let's look at what happens when you accelerate momentum. As you collect evidence, your confidence grows larger and the confirmations become bolder. Opportunities that once felt rare become commonplace. You start to notice that life is responsive to your steadiness. This is not magic separate from you. It's the natural result of aligning attention, feeling, and action. Keep scaling gently. Increase rehearsal time when you're rested. Add new micro actions when you need more proof, and share your wins with a trusted circle to amplify belief. In a moment, we'll close with a powerful reflection to anchor everything you've learned. You came here to learn a routine that helps you assume the life already yours. Remember the essentials. Breathe into the feeling each morning. Rehearse the life with sensory detail. Perform micro actions that signal belonging, and record proofs that build unshakable confidence. Practice these elements daily and allow them to become your natural baseline. Now, try this for 21 days with curiosity and keep a small notebook of confirmations. Share your first proof in the comments below. What small evidence did you notice today? If this video helped you, subscribe for more routines, share with someone who needs permission to begin, and hit like so this practice reaches others. Thank you for doing the inner work. Your life is moving towards you.